Right, I don't know if I can get the thing working with this, the window on top. So I'm just going to have to hope it works. Let's turn off full screen. If I turn off full screen, can I then use borderless gaming or something to make this a window? Dead trash. Make borderless. Okay, but then can I get that window up I did have up? That's now disappeared. Great. 1 second. Let's exit that again. Yeah, I played Dead Trash. It's quite good. I played it when it first came out, but right now let's see if I can reset this as top and so I want to do window top again, don't I? Window top. Let's see if I can get this working. Because, like I said, otherwise I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Just looking at the YouTube chat, but that's not as good. So, live chat. That's the mode I want it on. Let's not crop this for now, but just do set top and opacity. Enable click-through. Okay, then go back to this. Alright, this is there at the moment, so hopefully this will work. Let's just see if I can do the crop thing on it again. Yeah, there we go. Right, good. Okay, that's working now, I think. So there's guys with gas masks on in this. I assume either the... I don't think they're actually Nokia M61s, are they? So they're going to be... I think this was made by Norwegians, by looks. So it's probably their copy of the M9. So years into a brutal lockdown, a once thriving city lies in ruins, abandoned by its government and overrun by vicious, mindless infected. Those left behind are treated as human waste, discarded in a world that no longer cares. The city, now a decaying shell, is littered with the remnants of civilization, like broken dreams piled on heaps of garbage. The government enforces the quarantine with ruthless precision, surrounding the city with towering walls to keep the infection contained. Hazmat teams sweep through the ruins, killing anyone who remains, infected or not, in their effort to control the outbreak. But the true mission lies deeper beneath the ruins of the city, something far more dangerous waits to be secured or unleashed. Alright, boss freak. Fruitful movement. They said the quarantine was for our safety, but safety doesn't look like burning bodies in the street. Yeah, I'm doing a narrator voice for this. The government doesn't care about survivors. To get to them, we're just loose ends to tie up before their secrets get out. On me, keep it quiet until we confirm. If they're armed, drop them. If they're infected, torch them. Above ground, it's chaos. Below, it's hell. But I know every crack, every tunnel. This city won't let me go without a fight. Okay. This is the door. Get in position. Let's see if they like what's behind door number 1. Spoiler, it's me. So yeah, so they've got Sten guns evidently as their gun. I think, like I said, they're whatever the Norwegian version of the USM9 is, if I remember right. Catch this. Ooh. I'll take that. Oh shit. If this is all they've got, they're in trouble. Time to move. More will come. Although, annoyingly, I think I'm going to have to turn the sensitivity down, because I've played all this before when it first came out. It's on the tick at the top. Let's put the FOV up to 90, so it's like a typical game. Input, right, let's put the sensitivity down to about 3. I'll turn the in-game audio down if it's too loud as well. Can I turn the VHS effects off? I think there's a way of doing that in this. Lighting quality, that's as high as it goes. Let's put those as high as they go. Per pixel lighting, yes. Post effects. Don't know if that's on or not at the moment. Bloom. I thought there was a way in this you could turn off the VHS effects when the game first came out. Yeah, Yeah, I'll turn the audio down a little bit because it's probably going to be quite loud. So I played all this when it came out. This is just like some of these cheapo kind of quite fun Doom sort of video nasty kind of game. I thought there was a way of turning the VHS stuff off though. That's what I'm just trying to see. Unless it's some other video effect it's called, like maybe post effects. Let's turn that off. No, it's still the same. Oh well. It's not a massive problem. Now I think you find a gun somewhere early on. Because what's a bit weird is in that first cutscene he gets the Sten gun, but you don't actually have it right at the beginning. There we go, there's a nail gun. Oh, I've got an achievement. Okay, the achievements weren't in the game when it first came out then, because like I said, I completed this when it first came out. It's apparently easier than it used to be as well, because I know like some of the bosses were bullshit hard in this. Oh, I don't. Why has it got that on there? I don't. I should have click-through enabled. There we go. Oh, well, again, it's, hang on, YouTube's fucking with my thing, so let me, it's turned off enable click-through, that's why. I've never heard of it. But I like this Blue Ronster, so... You saying this is a bad game? I mean, this is a very weird little sort of person's, like, indie thing. Kind of reminds me a bit of Hobo of a Shotgun, this. I don't want to waste all my ammo on these guys because I think you get guys with guns in a minute that yeah, well again it's one of these like retro like modern games, isn't it, where they make them look like the old things, but like, I'm sure there was a way before of turning off, like, the video fuzz sort of effect. I'll just have a quick look, see if I can see it, but... So... Maybe it's particles enabled. Let's try turning that off. No, that's not it. Particles are just going to be, like, the nicer thing. Video 2... Post effects we put on. Oh, this is probably made by people in their basement as well. Again, I don't know how now to turn the VHS effects off, because I thought before there was a way of turning the VHS effects off. Ah, there's another nail gun. I don't think originally there was a nail gun there either, so they probably added that there in case you didn't find the first one. Because obviously what would happen before is you'd get fucked if you hadn't found the nail gun by the time you run into enemies with guns. Yeah, there's a guy with a gun, so let's deal with him. Kind of reminds me of Manhunt as well, this. Yeah, very much like Manhunt. So again, that guy's dropped ammo for a gun, but he doesn't drop the gun. So like, although they have like AKs, those guys, you don't get the AKs till later. Well said, if creamy goodness was a measurement, this would be the level of homemade ranch dressing. Might be slightly off ranch dressing as well. I think this as well didn't have a save thing like in the level, so you have to restart the entire level if you die partway through a level. So the point is don't die, which is quite hard on some of the later levels.
Got a live walk here.
I just want to kill the rats. Yeah, but it doesn't mean anything anyway. So all of these, what's quite cool is all of these are literally like people dressed up that they took photos of to make the like outfits. So like the gas mask guys are obviously the developers of the game dressed up in gas masks when we run into them later on. Like the soldiers or whatever they are. Oh, game, Blue Monster, it's called Dead Trash. Right, if I remember right, the axe is just a better version of the like hammer. Isn't it? Does more damage per hit or whatever. So Dead Trash. The developers of this have made some other like weird video nasty style games, but this is the one I was most interested in when it came out because it had like the gas mask people in it. Like I said, this came out quite a while ago, maybe like a year ago. I can't remember, but I've just not streamed it before. Oh yeah, that's one of the annoying things. The guys can kind of see you further, and you can see them because of like the fog effect. So yeah, that was one of the things I remember was a bit of a pain in the arse for this game. Originally was just checking that the chat and everything looked right on screen, but yeah, because obviously you've got like a fog sort of draw distance thing in this. Right, do I need a key to get through there? And the beer heals you, evidently. Alright, Rich. Oh, is that a secret area? Crazy, like, homeless Santa looking guy there. The 45. Right, I've got a 1911 then. I mean, I suppose I could emulate it, couldn't I? But yeah, I can't just physically stream it without emulating it. But again, there's quite a few Medal of Honors on PS1. Well, Medal of Honor is super violent, what, by the standards back in the day? It's not very violent, is it, by today's standards, Medal of Honor at all? Right, okay, we've got the key, there's another 1911 there. Just seeing what ammo was in the things. I can go out that way, I guess. It links back to there, okay. We want to go through this gate, that was it, where it had the padlocks. Was there another padlock gate, actually, that I've, was back here? Just let me have a look, like a secret area one. Like down here, was there another gate? Yeah, exactly, Kevin, yeah. In the UK as well, because we had a murder that the media was trying to claim was because of Manhunt, even though it wasn't. Ah, yeah, this is the door I was looking for. Or is that like an Easter egg? Like some Doom guy looking at whatever. Well, I don't think you can legally buy one of those FPVs unless you mean without a warhead on it. Yeah, again, Halo was very good when it first came out. Doom 3, lots of those. But yeah, in the UK we had that murder that wasn't down to Manhunt, but the media claimed it was, and then the ban campaign, even though Manhunt 1 didn't get banned, but Manhunt 2 did. You put a plastic bag over your brother's head, oh dear. Is that a joke? I can't tell. No, I don't have an Easter Bunny outfit. Yeah, I mean, you can get FPV drones in the UK, but obviously this is the thing, I don't know how you mean it's a Ukraine FPV drone, isn't it just an FPV drone? They use DJI Mavics, don't they? Well, not Mavics, because they're the one like I've got. But whatever the DJI FPV drone is, as far as I'm aware, the Ukrainians just use those. There's a dead soldier, but I can't pick up his stem. Is that like a breakable thing, or is that just a... No, it's just a different texture. That guy got like a garden hoe, or is he meant to have an axe like me? I'm not sure, Wasp. I'll have to check if I'm subbed to you while I'm not on the stream, because obviously I can't check while I'm actually streaming. Otherwise I would give you a sub if you did the gas masky type videos, but... If it was in the war, it would be blown up, because FPV drones don't come back. So I don't get what you mean. If it's a Ukrainian FPV drone, it gets sent to the front and it explodes. It doesn't get reused. FPV drones can't be reused, because they're, Yeah, again, kids shouldn't play a game like Manhunt, but... Oh shit, I'm out of ammo for the, I'd like how you actually have to reload some of the guns, so they don't have infinite ammo. Yeah, again, you might not be allowed to talk about that on YouTube, Boss Freak, so don't bring it up. Well, FPVs are normally the ones with a warhead attached that slam into things. It's normally the grenade dropping ones, are normally like the Mavic style ones. I don't even know about that one, Rich. But for the most part, like I said, obviously, I suppose you could have an FPV drop bombs, but for the most part, people have those with the contact wires and the RPG warheads. Again, I'd rather you not talk about all that on here, please. If it's illegally sourced stuff, I don't want to know on here. Because like I said, I don't want to get in shit for you talking about... But yeah, normally with stuff like that, they're replica scams, if, you know. Like I said, this is why I haven't bought any of those titanium helmets. Yeah, like I said, Manhunt 2 was banned over here, but I did start playing it on the, like, international PC release, because again, I can't legally buy it, so I had to pirate it. But I didn't get very far in Manhunt 2. It isn't actually that good, Manhunt 2. It's like slightly more graphic for the first one. That's alright, but yeah, just don't talk about illegal stuff on streams. But yeah, Manhunt 2 is a bit weird in the sense that it's nowhere near as good as Manhunt 1, but because it was more controversial, because of the controversy of the first game, it was actually banned. Despite the fact that Manhunt 2, like I said, is kind of actually more tame, as far as I'm aware. But I didn't get very far in it, I just found it quite boring. You're probably going to get fucked, in all honesty, Wasp Freak, because of the fact that FPVs, if they've got like an RPG-style warhead on them, a flak vest isn't going to do fuck all to protect you from an RPG. Yeah, again, they've got like the really big drones, like the Baba Yagas or whatever they're called, that are the ones with what do you call them? you know, that can carry multiple little grenades or big mortars or whatever. I missed a key by the fire. Let me go have a quick look. Oh yeah. It's a different colour key. That's probably for one of the gates I've already been past for the level progression. Right, Rajiv? This is the sort of game I think you might like. Is that in Norwegian or something? Sandet something or other. Yeah, again, probably YouTube doesn't want you talking about this stuff on the stream, so can I say please stop before I have to start handing out timeouts and bans? Because again, YouTube doesn't really like you talking about people getting blown up on live streams and that sort of stuff. This is called Dead Trash, Rajiv. It's kind of a bit like a Doomy type, like it's like a modern game pretending to be a retro game, but sort of with a synthy soundtrack and, like, you know, kind of video nasty vibes. Like I said, because I know a lot of channels that actually cover the Ukraine stuff have to, like, they can't show any of the videos and they have to say they can't talk about certain things, so yeah, I'd rather not get in trouble with YouTube if people are talking about shit like that on here. Like I said, I have seen most of these videos you're on about. Right, let's go back to narrator voice. The streets the streets belong to them now. Gangs of scavengers and killers feeding off the remains of a dead city. For them, survival isn't enough. They want chaos. Come on then, let's see what you got. Oh, it's crashed. Oh no. Right, let's relaunch the game. Didn't crash when I played it before, when it first came out. I don't think it is. I think it's a much more modern thing, pretending to be an older engine. Just walk away. I need to set up with probably, what's it called, Borderless Gaming, it having a proper profile, don't I? Create profile. Again, I don't know. Oh, create, there we go. Hopefully that means it will just stay borderless now. Oh, they've added a quick save now. Right. Oh no, it's taking me back to start the game, for fuck's sake. Alright, I'm gonna have to save the game before I get to the end of this level again, that's annoying. Because yeah, I'm back to the beginning now, so, because of that crash. Right, what's the quick save button? Does it have a key binding? Because I am just going to have to save, scum and abuse that if the game's going to crash. Oh, I have a flashlight, F. Oh, save game is just a quick save experimental. Okay, if the flashlight doesn't run out, I might as well just keep the flashlight on because you can see a bit better. That's alright, at least it was level 1, it's not one of the harder levels. I just need to get into the habit of saving sort of on every level, I guess. Yeah, the Mad Max game is actually quite good, Kevin. I quite liked it. So you've got like vehicle upgrade mechanics in it, and all that sort of stuff. It's kind of one of those Ubisoft games where it's based around just exploring lots of stuff and getting trinkets, but it's quite a good game. It was like one of those games that I thought might have been shit when it came out, and then I was surprised how good it was as, you know, like an open world sort of car smashing up game, if you like. You disobey me, you puppy. Just walk away. I don't think he says there's been too much sin, does he? He says there's been too much horror or whatever he says. I can't remember. No, never heard of it. Or I might have heard of it, but I've never played it. What's it about? Oh yeah, there is a Ubisoft sale, isn't there? I looked through and couldn't see anything I didn't own that I didn't that I wanted. But yeah, the Mad Max game, like I said, is surprisingly good. Is very much based on kind of Fury Road. It's like the prequel to Fury Road. Oh wait, there's one of the guys with the guns. Again, annoyingly, they don't drop the AKs, even though... What? Non-hero without sin. I haven't seen Mad Max 2 in a while, actually, so... No. Just trying to get the footwork right, so they don't hit me with the hammers. When I find the axe again in a bit, I'll save the game. I'll try and make a thing of saving the game like every 5 to 10 minutes. But yeah, there wasn't achievements when I first played this when it first came out, so that's a new thing. Ooh, that guy's got a gun. He's got an AK, but for some reason you can't. I'm picking up AK ammo, but I'm not picking up the AK itself. Is that where I just came out of? Yeah. Yeah, and again, all the like sprites of enemies are people dressed up. They took photos of. I'll save again here actually, just because, like I said, because otherwise the game might crash. But yeah, yeah, the V8 Interceptor. It's the Ford Falcon, isn't it? With like a modded Ford Falcon, I think, which is a bit like the Mustang for Australia. Again, this is a game that cost like £2 when it came out, I think, Rajiv. Because again, it's like, you know, a very low effort game made by a couple of people. Yeah, I've played Rogue City. I've streamed all of it actually. Well, not all of it, though. I still have the expansion, which I've not got around to playing yet. The what you call it? Right, was this where the guys were with the guns? I don't know, because I don't have Ubuntu. It's not going to have very high requirements to run this, but obviously it is going to be, like I said, it would have to be something that can run Windows, I would guess. Let's just see if I can find some more stuff. Oh, there's a big health pack. Shotgun ammo. Another 1911. Another health kit. Right, I want to actually use that door though, don't I, with the secret area. I don't know why AliExpress would be selling NATO filters, seeing as AliExpress is for Chinese goods. I mean, you can get Ghost filters off of AliExpress.
You found me.
But yeah, some stuff off AliExpress is alright, it just, you have to know what you're buying, that's the problem with it. But like I said, with AliExpress you get good stuff on there, you get absolute shite stuff on there, so you need to know what it is you're buying and who the manufacturer is. Because again, I get the thing where I like say, oh, I got something off AliExpress that was good, and people are like, no you didn't, you can't buy anything good on there. Well, like, you can, you just need to know what you're buying. Can I shoot through that? No, okay. But yeah, this is very hobo with a shotgun to me, this game. Hobo with a shotgun. Is that a door or is that just a bit of scenery? What's Iron Fury, Rajiv? I saw somebody's made a like new Command and Conquer style game that was on Steam, but I wishlisted it. I won't get it at full price. I'm trying to remember what it was called now. Like Dying Breed or something like that. That was just a gate closing behind me. Okay.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
So they're called No-Nosed Street Maniacs, according to the achievement. I actually bought the soundtrack to this game when it came out, because the soundtrack was like 80p or something, and it's quite good if you like John Carpenter sort of music. Mary Whitehouse wouldn't like this game, would she?
I'm gonna fuck you up. Got an eyewall here. I'm gonna fuck you up.
If I remember right, I normally like saving the 1911 in this for the slightly tougher enemies. Most of the melee ones, if you time it right, you can just, like I said, just hit them with this without them hitting you. Yep, Turok's a good classic. No, that's the place I need to go when I've got the key, isn't it, there? Alright, again, like I said, I'm just going to keep saving the game, not because I need to really quick save, but like I said, because I've had one crash. I don't want to risk losing a load of progress again to a crash. That's cool. Right, so I needed to get the key, didn't I, in a minute, as well as, yeah, Perfect Dark was done by Rare, that also did, GoldenEye, and then Rare became Free Radical, which did Time Splitters. And Time Splitters is one of my favourite shooters ever. Right, did I grab the key that was around here somewhere? Where was it? There it is. Okay. I think it was somewhere around here it crashed last time where the level change was, so just want to be cautious of that when going through the thing in case it crashes again. But like I said, when I first played this I didn't have any crashes at all, so I assume that's the end of the level. Yeah, because we had that. The streets belong to them now, gangs of scavengers and killers, feeding off the remains of a dead city. For them, survival isn't enough. They want chaos. Come on then, let's see what you got. Right, good, it didn't crash this time, so let's save again. Like I said, I didn't have any crashes at all when I first played this, so it's probably just bad luck I had that crash. I can play the entire game on one stream, by the way, because I think this is only a couple of hours long, if I remember right, this game. You've got like these levels in the streets, and you have the sewers, and you have like the lab sort of place at the end of the game.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
That poor toilet looks very clean compared to everything else around here. Is that Orbital Dropship Troopers or whatever it is? I've got the Master Chief thing with it in, but that was one of the ones I didn't finish. I think I did Halo 1, 2, 3 and Reach, but ODST was the one for whatever reason I didn't finish when I was replaying those before I got distracted by something else. Again, this webcam I'm a bit disappointed by, this Logi webcam. It doesn't look too bad when I've got it this size. But it actually looks worse than one of my cheaper webcams, but that, you know, so in hindsight I'd have bought another Anchor replacement one, because that was cheaper than the Logi one and looked better. But I bought Logi because like, oh, that's a good brand name, and no, it's actually a bit shit, this Logitech one. As in, like, you know, for how much it costs, it's not that good a light sensor on it. Alright, we've got a stun gun. Now I have a stun gun. Oh, oh, oh. We won't waste the ammo for it though. Yeah, I'm not using OBS anymore. I'm using Meld or whatever it's called, because it's completely free and it does a lot of things by default that you need plugins for with OBS. And again, I'm always kind of worried with some software, the more plugins you get, the more vulnerable it's going to be to exploits or like stealing your data or whatever. If that makes sense. I'm not saying that that is actually the case with OBS, I'm just saying that, you know. Right, so we got the key, that was for the house, sort of, or the bit near the start of the level, wasn't it? When I first got the Sten gun. Ah, that's interesting, yeah. There's a channel I like called Skycorp Home Video that does fake, like, VHS stuff by, I think, recording to VHS and then, like, you know, using a capture card to put it back on the PC. Cool. Yeah, again, I'll have to try and remember to look at your channel when I'm not actually streaming, because I can't do it when I'm streaming. Oh yeah, I forgot I had a shotgun. Oh, it's my first zombie. Somebody's shooting. Right, where are they? To that guy over there. Yeah, that was probably them. I need to find some more health, because I'm getting a bit low on health. Right, if I remember right, I think I have to go into the house, but I'll have a look around the outside first. Because I think you use that to climb over the sort of tall bits. Yeah, do I have to find a key for it, maybe? Cheers, Wasp Freak. Oh, hello. There's a man on the toilet with a gas mask. Hello, sir. Oh, that's the key. Okay. I think they've changed that, because I think originally there wasn't a guy in there with a key. But okay. I think that must be a type of zombie, that screaming one, but what the game, like I said, it's Dead Trash, which is like a weird Doom sort of like video nasty boomer shootery sort of thing. I don't know who that ha 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 was, unless that just means you found a secret area or something like that. You can see it's actually a proper 3D world, unlike a Doom sort of game where everything's actually sort of just 2D. Yeah, sweet. Oop. Ah, okay, that wasn't full damage, that's good. Like, load of zombies. Right, I need to go... Yeah. As I say, I need to go the other way, because if I go this way, that's just back to where I was before, look. So, yeah, like I said, I remember it not being very much when I got it, Rajiv. I actually had it on my wish list before it came out, just because I like the look of it. Oh shit, somebody's shooting at me. There was the guy with the gun that was shooting at me. There he is. The only thing is all the AI is on the same side, even though they're meant to be different factions. Like, obviously, the zombies should be hostile to everybody. Those guys should be hostile to the soldiers and stuff like that, but whatever. What's that thing? Okay. I think I'm meant to be getting onto that overpass is like my sort of objective to get to the next area. Yeah, I saw they'd done some other stuff, but this is the only one of their games I'd actually bought because I like the sort of setting a bit more, like, you know, the manhunty sort of video nasty type sort of setting. Oh shit, there's a gun. I'm not sure which way I was meant to be going on this overpass. Probably that way. Well, like as in the way I was going is probably the right way, but there might be like some hidden bits if I go this way. This is called Dead Trash, Mike. So it's a bit like it's a modern game, but it's meant to be a bit like a Doom sort of thing, like a video nasty sort of thing. Sort of, it's clearly meant to be a bit like Manhunt and things like that. I played it before when it first came out. It's only like a £2 game sort of thing, but sort of it's just quite fun. I thought when it came out, I might stream that at some point, and I totally forgot about it. But where's the people that are shooting at me now?
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Just need to be careful about the ones with guns, yeah, because they can knock your health down really quick. Oh yeah, I didn't respond, Mike, but I did see you got your little axe thing, like you said, about like the one I'd got, which, yeah, literally looks like a little kind of war axe, doesn't it? Those ones off Amazon. They said probably quite good for you doing your little DIY projects on, like when you did me that Warhammer roofing hammer thing. This is a bit like Hobo with a shotgun as well, Mike, this sort of thing. I think I've got actual soldiers now. Probably meant to be jumping down that other little bit, just see what's down here. Don't know if you ever get anything in those sort of yellow biohazard bags. No, not by the look of it. See if there's anything over here, but no, I think that's the edge of the map. Oh, there's another toilet. Assume this is a secret area. Oh dear, he doesn't look like he's had a good time. Oh, is that finally an AK I can pick up? Yeah, nice. I've finally got an AK. Okay. The pistol, I think it's a 1911, the pistol in this. Yeah, it's Browning 1911. Yeah. Like I said, that's the weird thing in this. You keep getting AK ammo from the enemies really early on, but you just don't get an AK till quite late into the game.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Right, so yeah, Shim just jumping down here, aren't I? Yep. So I'll just keep saving it every now and then, because if I get a crash again, at least we're not too far back. Yeah, because for whatever reason, oh, I'm pretty close to death now. For whatever reason in this, yeah, enemies don't actually drop their weapons, even when you, they drop ammo for their weapons, but they don't actually drop the weapons. I can turn it down a bit, hang on. I don't think it's set to that loud though, hang on, audio. I'll put it down to 20, there you go. Oh shit, another guy with a gun. That's right, I've turned it down now anyway. Yeah, I think it's because your brain fills in the details on little bits of details, isn't it? Yeah, exactly like Rajiv just said, because your brain fills in the bits that, you know, the game graphics don't actually do. Even though, like I said, this isn't actually an old game, it's just done in the style of an old game. Like, even though they're graphically much better, I find the older Resident Evils scarier than the newer ones for that exact reason. See if there's just any health items in any of these. What you on about? Sorry, public. Oh, sorry. Kevin, he's saying to what Kevin was saying. Yeah, sorry, I thought missed Kevin's comment there. I should have saved the games now, but I didn't. Well, look who's wandered into my playground. Hope you brought marshmallows, because it's about to get toasty. Now, this boss was really difficult when the game first came out, but I think they did nerf this boss, they said in the, like, thing that, you know, because the boss was too difficult for most people, so... Because again, this game, like when I first played it, obviously there was no balancing on the game yet. So this guy's just in the fucking, like, shopping trolley, just going around really fast. He throws Molotovs at you. Although maybe he's got caught on something, so I can just shoot him to death here. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm pretty low on health. Let's see if I can get any medkits a minute. Point, I barely used the shotgun, haven't I? Apparently, yeah, this guy is massively nerfed as well since when the game first came out. I remember this took me ages, this guy. Again, I don't really know how much health he's got. That's the problem with a lot of games like this. Like with Doom or whatever, you have to just keep shooting at the spider demons and whatever till they die. You don't actually know how much like health they've got. Oh, I think we got him. There we go. Yeah, he's definitely easier than when I first played the game. Right, okay, save and let's go to the next level. So I think I'm in the sewers after this. I might run to the toilet in a minute though, just before I carry on. So I assume that key dropped was for this or whatever, yeah. With the streets crawling with bandits, the only way forward is underground. The sewers are a rotting maze, filled with death and the stench of decay. The government's hazmat teams aren't just cleaning up, they're guarding something buried in the filth down here. Every shadow hides a threat, and survival is anything but guaranteed. Right, cool, I'm just going to run to the toilet and I'll be back. Right, back. I don't know who Jimmy Brown is. Why would I collab with a singer? I don't get it. Is this a joke I do not understand? I have no idea who it is. Yeah, I guess we are too old, Roger. Although Mike's older than me, so Mike seems to know what it is. One of my mates, Mike... Oh, put that mic near my mouth. Okay, yeah. One of my mates, though, was bringing up fucking Kay's cooking, of all people, the other week. Yeah, it doesn't really look like the Jupiter Factory in Stalker. I can't really see it. Looks more like Birmingham with all the trash everywhere. Yeah, maybe this game's just set in Birmingham in like a year's time. Because after all the bin strikes are carried on, yeah. I think we found where the game's set. Okay, oh yeah, like I said, link me on Discord, Mike, so I know you're on about later on, yeah. Where am I meant to be going from this room? I don't see a door anywhere. Okay, hang on. So... or is that a different corridor each way? I don't remember which side I came in on. Oh yeah, this will be the way I need to go because it's got enemies that are still alive down it. I need to remember every time a new level starts to put the flashlight on, just so you guys can see a bit more clearly what's going on. Like I said, I think originally when the game came out there was a way of turning off like the VHS effects, but can't see that. They're not too annoying in this, but most games are like a VHS style filter you can turn off. But there was a toxic symbol on a bin bag. I'll just go back, Rajiv, and see if we can see it. There was like somebody's like skull or something there, look. So there's like a biohazard symbol, and then there's a hand and a skull and a banana back there. I can't see the Quake symbol. You love Quake so much you see it everywhere. But yeah, I do like in this that it's literally all the sprites of the enemies are just the developers in like Halloween costumes, where they've just taken loads of different angles of people with cameras to you know, like make all the sprites for the animations. And they're quite like the crazies, the guys with the gas masks on and the white kind of painter's suits. Although they don't have filters on their gas masks. So, I think I actually mentioned that in my review of the game, even though I gave it a positive review. I said the guys didn't have filters on their gas masks. Yeah, I think when I looked it up, the developers of this were Norwegian, and I think the... I just want to have a quick look. So you can see that gas mask on the menu there. I think, though, it is a Norwegian, like, version of the M9. Or were they Swedish? I can't remember, but... Alright, Respirators and Gas Mask Wiki has a page for Norway. So let me see if I can Skeed Mask 51. Is this it? Yeah, so yeah, it's a US M9 copy. M9A1. So yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm holding up to the wrong bit. But yeah, because the reason I could tell it's not a finished one, even from the low visual details in the game, is where you could see in one of the cutscenes like a side-on photo of one of the guys in the mask. The straps are like riveted on almost the outside of the mask, where the finished version doesn't have that. They're properly like, you know, like the straps like probably rubberized attached. Yeah, it was only just in one of the cutscenes I noticed that, but that's just like one of the little details. You can sometimes tell those sort of masks apart. So I don't have a US. I have US M9A1. I have obviously a Finnish M61, but I don't have the Norwegian copy. I think the Swedes had a copy of it as well, because it was a very popular mask. It's a very good mask, the M9 style masks, with the stupidly big nose on it. Is that Mortal Kombat when you say MK, Rajiv? Because that makes me think of Milton Keynes, because that's not far from me. Milton Keynes, and that's MK. Oh, you can hit more than one person with the axe at once, okay. Yeah, so Mortal Kombat, yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm just trying not to mostly waste ammo on the zombies. But, like I said, because sometimes you get, like, enemies with guns right after you get the zombies, you have to be quite careful not to just lose a load of health to the guys with guns. I think there's a guy over there, isn't there? It looks like, yeah. I'll do a save now, because I've been doing this level for a little bit. Right, are we going in this direction roughly? Another AK. Oh, hello. That was quite a tough one. Demo wave with Denture attacks a jet set radio style game, but you play as a train set. Alright. Right, Mr. Danny boy. Yep, never played jet set. They meant to be in body bags or just bin bags? Kind of look like gimps with those masks on. I think it's meant to be like a rotting skull, but still. Again, 3M filters work absolutely fine. 3M filters as in their proprietary filters, or 3M filters as in just 40mm 3M filters. For example, were these 3Ms or these MSAs? Hang on. Yeah, so like 3M filters like this, that are like standard 40mm filters made by 3M, or proprietary 3M filters. Because again, proprietary 3M filters are fine, but they're a bit annoying as in you have to have a 3M style mask. But 3M 40mm filters, as far as I'm aware, are just fairly well made 40mm filters. I wonder how many health points this guy has if I just axe him. Oh, okay, they only take 2 axes. The goggles look a bit different on that one. It's probably just a visual effect they've put on it, like the comic effect. But again, he's missing his filter. Termination protocol engaged. I guess he's a boss now, isn't it? Like a Flammenwerfer boss. Wherever he is. They're just zombies down there. Oh, shit, he's got pretty long range. This is not an up-close flamethrower, it's just... I'm trying to remember this guy. It might be that you're meant to have, like, little breaks in the line of sight with him. Oh yeah, it's like the stairs, isn't it? Because, yeah, you can't shoot downstairs. Yeah, I'm alright, thanks, Mr. Danny boy. Yeah, let's run over the other side of here while this guy's chasing after me. Just try the AK on him a minute when he comes back in range. No, what they mean by misuse can lead to death is that you have to follow instructions on how to use a filter. So basically it's a legal thing, so they can't get done if you put a filter on and get yourself killed by doing something stupid. As in, like, the whole thing about filters won't provide you with oxygen. So, like, you can't use a filter in a zero, like, oxygen environment. Does that make sense? It's just like legal boilerplate stuff. Because literally every filter, in theory, has a warning like that. Because, yeah, filters obviously can't provide you with oxygen or whatever. Yeah, don't breathe underwater, exactly. They're called Juicy Peaks, apparently, the exploding guys. So yeah, you have to use it essentially as the manufacturer explains, which is, you know, following all the ways filters should be used. Deeper in the sewer, barrels of glowing green liquid appear more frequently, their toxic contents seeping into the filth below. The infected swarm these tunnels in greater numbers, their groans echoing through the dark. Whatever purpose these barrels serve, they seem to be at the heart of the government's hidden agenda. No, again, it's... any filter that's leaking isn't safe to use, full stop, but if the filter's in date, it should not be leaking if it's been stored properly. Again, like with the Eastern Bloc filters, they were still safe when they were first made. It's just, even though asbestos isn't safe to breathe, when filters are intact, the filter medium isn't, you know, at risk of coming out. So it's just one of those things, you know, they put that warning on there just so it's like where they put warning hot liquid on like coffee, you know, coffee containers. It's that sort of thing. It's just because they don't want to get sued by somebody's family if they yeah, do something stupid with the it's called was it Dead Trash? I said this game is called Dead Trash. Yeah, so like it's kind of like a modern boomery shooter thing made by like blatantly only 1 or 2 people. And it's got gas masky sort of enemies in it. Oh, they've got GP5s, look. So yeah, those guys have yellow suits. The boss had an orange, like, tie chems. Oh, that guy's got a gun, hang on. So they've got filters on the GP5, even though it's not safe to breathe through that filter potentially. But the guys with the Norwegian masks don't have filters on them. Although saying that, if it's a 1950s filter from Norway, it might still be a bit fucking dodgy. Because most filters from the 50s have asbestos in. It wasn't really until late 60s, early 70s people did away with asbestos in filters. Depends on the country, obviously, but... Yeah, again, masks themselves are generally never a problem, it is just normally the filter, and again, it's like even after the asbestos filters, a lot of people worry still about chromium filters, but again, with chromium it was nowhere near as bad as asbestos, as in the amount you had to inhale before it caused lung issues was pretty damn high. But again, yeah, it's still better, it's been replaced by stuff that's safer. There were guys with GP5s on. So yeah, we're getting new enemies with GP5s on. So yellow, what look like the Tai Chem suits or Tai Chem suits, whatever they're called, with GP5s. And then you've got the guys with the white suits that are oh, those guys hit pretty fucking hard. Okay, maybe I should just shoot them. Let's just use the Sten gun now if it's got enough ammo that I don't need to really worry about can I get that health thing? Don't know if that health thing was worth it, seeing as I had to take damage to get to it, but okay. I suppose I'm still a net positive of health than I was before going down that corridor. Again, like I said, I'm just going to save game every now and then because of the fact that if it crashes, I'll lose all my progress. Oh, quite a lot of them there. I won't get that if I... I assume that's telling me maybe to jump down here. Or are they all connected anyway? Yep, like I said, it's the absolute, yeah, pile of, the surplus pile. Although, yeah, in about a week I'm going to start selling some of that stuff, because there is just too much there now, and I could do with the money. But like I said, I'm going to have to start sorting through it, and the stuff that isn't really good for any future videos is the stuff that I'm going to sell first. Because stuff that people ask me to do videos on every now and then is the stuff I don't really want to sell, you know. But stuff that never gets brought up for videos is stuff I want to you know, sell, assuming that I can find buyers for any of it. Getting quite low on Sten ammo now. Fair bit of AK ammo, so I'll just use that. I don't have a PMK4, so I can't sell one if I don't have one. PMG. And I've only got a PMG1. Oh, hello. I did a video on a PMK4 at one point, but that wasn't one I owned. It was just one somebody lent me to do a video on. And again, I can't actually tell people when I'm selling it, because otherwise people will literally buy it to fuck with me online. because that's how I got doxxed before, was people doing sales to me knowing it was through my YouTube. Yeah, but I don't, like I said, I don't own it. That was one somebody lent me to do a video on. So yeah, I'm just going to have to list them wherever I list them on Etsy or eBay, but I won't be able to tell people on here that I'm listing them, unfortunately. Because as much as there's probably lots of people on here that are genuinely decent people that wouldn't fuck me over with a sale, I bet you you'd get people that would on purposely buy them to then say, oh, it was never delivered, or it wasn't as advertised, or to get my personal details from it. So, yeah. I'm just going to, like I said, just every now and then find stuff and put a few things for sale at one point on Etsy or eBay or wherever. Probably just go to the AK again because I've got plenty of ammo for it. It only gives off particles when the stuff deteriorates inside, normally through like getting wet and stuff like that. So it's not a thing that you can put a number on. You could, in theory, even have a filter that's still in date that wasn't made very well and like. So yeah, it's not something you can give a date on. Obviously, the older stuff gets, the more likely you are to have something like that go wrong. But yeah, it's not like a thing of once a filter's 5 years old, all of a sudden it falls apart. It depends really how well made the filters were to begin with. And all factors like that. But I'd say mostly you want to be careful if like filters get dropped and dented and things like that. Because obviously if you drop a filter, you're far more likely to have the insides of it start leaking through like denting and things like that than if it's just old. Again, if it's a 2010 3M filter, it'll be completely fine in terms of not being a risk to your health, assuming that, you know, you've not thrown the filter about and all that sort of stuff. But the problem with it will be more that it's not necessarily going to be guaranteed to protect you against anything. The air shifts from the stench of rot and decay to a sharp, sterile chemical tang. The sewers climb towards a hidden facility built into the towering walls that block the city away. Barrels of glowing green sludge line the walls, feeding into machinery that hums of a sinister purpose. It's clear this place is more than just a collection site. Something far worse is happening here, deep within the walls. This isn't a lab, it's a fortress. What the hell are they hiding in there? Yeah, although I don't know if it was meant to be radioactive sludge or just horrible chemical stuff, but yeah. Your guy's obviously immune to whatever zombie apocalypse sort of thing is going on. Some of the sludge does hurt you if you stand in it for too long. Okay, and I got a load of Sten gun ammo again, if yeah, these guys have Stens. Right, there's a key. I don't think I'm that far off the end of the game now, by the way, either. I think there's like maybe 2 or 3 levels left. Because like I said, it's just a cheap little kind of indie game sort of thing. Super pistol. This is like, I think this is like a super magnum, so I don't want to really waste it on regular things. Oh shit, he needed to reload. Oh, did that guy have a PBF? Oh, it was the guy with a PBF. Yeah. PBF guy there. I can't remember if those enemies were always in the game or not, if some of these have like been done in an update to it. Well, you probably know if you've seen my videos, I really like the FM12. The S10's the S10 was very good for when it came out, but the S10's a bit bulkier, has more weight to it. A lot of people don't really like the straps on it, and the lenses aren't that strong on the S10, as in, like, it's a plastic that is quite brittle if it gets hit in a certain way. But the FM12 is very good. I'd say outside of, like, really modern gas masks, FM12s and CT12s are some of the best masks you can get for like reasonable money on the surplus market. Like I said, my current go-to mask is an Avon C50 with a mirrored outserts, with all like camelback set up for it, an old pair of glasses put inside it so I can see properly while wearing it, as opposed to, you know, having like being short-sighted wearing it. That's why I haven't got the very expensive proper glasses inserts. Taking the arms off of one of my old sets of glasses means it sits pretty tight between the nose cup and the front of the mask. It doesn't break the seal of the mask. Oh, I see, this is a bit of the level that loops sort of back round, okay. Yeah, and I think the FM12 is a better mask than GSR. Again, some people really like the GSR and the FRR, or whatever it's called, the 40mm version. But for me, they're just not comfortable with my face shape, even if you get a working one. They're just not comfortable, you know, masks. Like, so an FM12 isn't that bad on my chin, or the C50 or whatever. But the GSR and the FRR, just kind of like, the bit how the chin sort of cup bit sits on the thing always gives me a sore chin after like 5 minutes of wearing it. Because it just digs into my chin, basically. It doesn't matter on the size either, because I've tried them in different sizes, it's just my jaw shape doesn't seem to work very well with the masks. nearly out of ammo for this. Yeah, like I said, the MP5 deteriorates a lot less than the French ARFA as well. But yeah, with the MP5, it's more a case of the like rubber going orangey on the eye bits. Well, like I said, with Iran, it's basically because the regime's on the way out. They're just lashing out at everybody. But with them attacking Dubai and Saudi and everyone else, all it's going to do is pull more countries into attacking them. So it's not going to go well for Iran. And again, there's other countries that previously probably would have condemned America and Israel attacking Iran that are now saying go right ahead because they've attacked us. Iran doesn't have missiles of the range to attack the UK, or else they'd already have done it. Although there could very well be terrorist attacks in the UK sponsored by them. But bear in mind, that's been going on for decades, because the Islamic Republic is a fucking shithole of a country. So, you know, the sooner maybe, if we get lucky and that regime collapses and it can go back to being a country where the Iranians actually have the freedom to choose their own government and destiny, that's a good thing. But again, potentially up to 40,000 protesters were murdered in the last couple of months by the regime. Like, you know, they put Tiananmen Square numbers to shame, apparently, you know. But again, I'm glad the Ayatollah's fucking dead. He was a cunt. You know, rest in piss, Khomeini, or Kalamani, whatever his name was. I can't remember which one was which, but, you know, fucking death cult of a country. But again, like I said, actual Iranians are generally alright. It's just, you know, they've had a shit dictatorship there since '79. Again, the thing is, though, it's like, not all Muslim countries are fucking like Iran. This is the thing, like I was saying. You can get perfectly reasonable Muslim countries, but Iran is just this kind of fucking crazy over the top. It's not even like a Sunni versus Shia thing necessarily. It's just, like I said, just Iran is kind of like, you know, it's kind of like North Korea of the Islamic world, isn't it? Iran. It's just like a batshit nutcase of a country. But like I said, the problem I get on here is, like, I don't want to even really be talking about it. And then people are like, oh, but what about Israel this and Israel that? And it's like, I'm in the UK, why should I give a shit about Israel and Palestine and all this? But people keep bringing it up non-stop. Human experiments. Yeah, Kevin, like I was saying, because here's the thing, like, the whole point of why this sort of thing had to be delayed because of the aircraft carriers getting there was basically most of the Arab countries said to America, don't use our air bases to attack Iran because we don't want Iran retaliating against us. So that's why the US waited for their carriers to get there. And then the, you know, then Iran still attacked the like Saudis and whoever else anyway. No, I don't like the Russian army because they're invading Ukraine and raping and murdering over there. Again, I don't mind regular Russian people, but the current Russian regime under Putin, you know, they're awful. And also the Russian army's turned out to be really shit compared to what it was made out to be. It was meant to be like the world's second army and it's turned out to be a fucking joke, so, you know. There's that as well. Again, like, the British Army is in an absolute shit state as well, but thankfully our country hasn't decided to invade anyone. I don't know, the North Koreans might be the second army in Ukraine. Probably the third army in Ukraine. Oh, a fucking platforming bit. Right, I'll definitely... I've gone over this loads of time. It's basically a stalemate because Russia is losing way more men to not really take much land, but they are slowly taking ground. Although again, on some of the axes of advance, Russia has taken like 14 kilometers, if that, of territory. So, you know, it's one of those things where, oh, I've fallen. Oh, have I got stuck? Right, let's load the game. Yeah, and Russia's losses at the moment are something like 20-1, aren't they, against Ukraine, because that's why Ukraine isn't going on the offensive. Again, if drones work, they work, though. This is the thing with stuff like that. But yeah, but like I said, Russia is barely taking ground now for the amount of men they're losing to, you know, take that land. But yeah, so it's one of those things where, like I said, Russia is, in some places they are advancing, but like I said, the amount of men they're losing to take territory is like worse than World War I levels of attrition. So it's, because like I said, it's not a case where either country is doing well, because each country is having lots of men die, and you know, everything there is turning into a bombed out kind of ruin. But you get people like, oh, Russia is winning because they've taken a tiny bit of territory at the cost of loads of men. Or Ukraine is winning because, you know, again, they're killing a lot more Russians they're losing. But really, until, you know, it... no, I don't really play CSGO. Or, CSGO isn't even the new one, is it? It's CS2 that's the new one, technically. But, is there not even anything over here that was worth getting? Okay. But yeah, like I said, it's just one of those things where I might as well go into this pit and then oh, hello. A lot of enemies down here. Come on. Why is the USA going to join Russia? That makes no sense. Right, so I've got a key card, haven't I? But I have no idea where I'm meant to be using it. What, the bell curve tetradox in that graph? Like, I think Trump wants business deals with Russia and stuff like that. But the thing is, like, Russia under Putin isn't really a country, you know, you can realistically deal with, in the sense that, you know, lots of businesses have essentially just been taken over now by the Russian government, the same they did in Venezuela. You know, how the Venezuelans nationalised shitloads of foreign industries and stuff like that. Like I said, I think what's going to happen is this war is just going to be a very slow... Yes, China is legit a lot scarier than Russia is. Because, again, with China's stuff, a lot of it, we don't really know how it's going to work. As in, you know, on paper, they've got stuff, but is it, how good is it in reality? But their stuff is definitely getting, you know, better Chinese tech. But again, with all these armies, when they're not actually battle tested, you never know what they're going to be like. Because again, this was the exact thing with Russia, that everybody, including me, thought they were going to be quite a competent military, and then they went into Ukraine and got absolutely fucking mauled during the start of the invasion. Because it turns out that, you know, like, lots of their comms were really bad, you know, all that sort of stuff. They don't really have a proper air force. Yeah, China does make everything, but again, that doesn't mean much. Again, this is what we like. You know, you're seeing with Iran and everything else, is that really, in reality, so much stuff in real life comes down to air power. You know, air supremacy and stuff like that, and you know, again, if in, you know, again, we don't really know how it will turn out until something like this plays out in reality. You kind of hope it doesn't play out in reality, but you don't know, you know, how, say, you know, the Chinese Air Force is going to do. Again, people would know if they put bombs in their devices. It's not like electronics channels don't open up Chinese goods and look in them, if that's what you're saying. Again, I'd be more worried about Chinese stuff spying on you, really, rather than being, exploding. In all honesty, though, I think China would rather not start military stuff. As much as they want a bigger army and all this, and even with Taiwan, I think what China wants to do is for, you know, I think China probably wants to just try and absorb Taiwan without a war by basically just becoming a stronger economy to the point people in Taiwan think, why not just join up with the thing? Yeah, exactly, Kevin. Yeah, in films and that, Russia is again. I suppose it's because the Soviet Union was competent, especially during like the 60s and that. But modern Russia is not the Soviet Union. How am I? What do you mean I'm chilling in a world war? But like I said, I think China's objective isn't really to start a world war. Again, China is definitely trying to make a very powerful military, and they're increasing the amount of nukes they have and everything. But I think China's policy is just to basically overtake people using trade. And again, the problem is, even though there's things about Trump I like, a lot of the stuff Trump's potentially done with, you know, tariffs and everything else is really played into China's hands if they're trying to, you know, economically overtake places. Because, you know, China just says, look, we're a better trading partner than the US, and they take over that way. Again, as long as it doesn't get to the point you're spending income you can't afford on military equipment, it doesn't matter. Some of the stuff is quite practical to have, like the amount of times I've used gas masks and NBC suits for dealing with, you know, kind of bad insulation type materials and stuff like that. Like, there is always you know, there is always like other thing you can do with this sort of stuff, you know, like in a practical way. Oh shit. Yeah, Burger Town or whatever, yeah. But yeah, so you have things like Red Dawn and Modern Warfare 2, yeah, where the Russians managed to invade the US and Command and Conquer Red Alert 2. And then in reality, they struggle to invade a poorer country that directly neighbours them. And again, this is the whole thing, like when we brought up before about World War II with Operation Sea Lion. It's that for the Germans, again, like unless your navy and everything is really good, it's really, really difficult to invade somewhere like the US or even the UK. Because when you're essentially an island, you have to have all the logistics for putting stuff on ships and getting it off ships and, you know, everything like that. Whereas the Soviet Navy has never been good. It's, you know, and again, the Black Sea Fleet is being destroyed now by a country without a navy. And Kuznetsov, or whatever it's called, their only carrier, has gone from being a rusty pile of junk that has to be towed around to now basically the Russians admitting that it's never going to be out of dry dock. Alright, we got a boss now. You made it further than I expected. Impressive but pointless. So this is it, the heart of the operation, the truth behind the quarantine. Truth, you think you understand what's happening here? All you've seen is the surface. This city, this infection, you're still trying to make sense of it, like a rat trapped in a maze. I know enough. The infection wasn't an accident. You were trying to contain it. You were using it. Containment never was the goal. Control was. This was always here, festering beneath the city, growing stronger with every decade, a byproduct of everything the people consumed. Fabricated food, chemicals, waste, maybe something older, something deeper, maybe something from beyond, who knows, who cares? You turned an entire city into a test site, and it worked. I was just looking at that like night vision thing that guy's got on is blatantly like just a prop they've made for this, like a cardboard rectangle with some stuff glued onto it. You might have killed my men, but with this device, I can command them, dead or alive. He's got airsoft gloves. Look, airsoft gloves. The infection just doesn't just consume, it obeys. Not for long. Rise. I've got the gun, haven't I? I think when I beat this boss the first time I played the game, I might have just jumped on one of the things like this so the zombies couldn't get to me and just spammed him from death up here. Which was the A? What button was the AK? Although I do need a heal in a minute, so this isn't quite working all according to plan. Oh, is that him dead, or is he just run off? Oh, he's just run off. He's still shooting at me from a distance, I can't see him. Let's try that again. Right, let's just do that. Let's use this gun to begin with. We might as well use this stupidly powerful gun to begin with against this guy, and then switch to the weaker guns as and when I've only got Might have to just quickly run around looking for some medkits. Ah, there's a big one. Alright, and there's all these zombies coming after me. Right, need more medkits. There we go. Now, the helicopter boss was really bollocks when I first played the game, but I think they massively, nerfed this one because people hated it so much. I think the problem is it's hit scan, isn't it? So it's quite hard to, should be saying that this gun might be, at least you can save it part way through the thing this time, so if you do a load of damage to it, you can, you know, do some damage and save. It's not like a case of it being, you know, where like before, where obviously if you die you have to start the whole thing over and over again. Right, where is it? All that ammo, so let's use another gun now. What else have I got ammo for? Not that I was expecting reality a nail gun for a chopper, but I suppose you can actually also time it a bit with the it like shoots a burst and then any other ammo over here that would be useful, or AK ammo. Right, save again. So like I said, this boss, when the game first came out, because there wasn't even a quick save sort of thing, this was a really tedious boss, and I think it also did more damage originally and like shot more often. And I think there was probably not even this cover here that was, you know, indestructible. So it was like one of those things where you just had to kind of keep playing it over and over and over till you just got enough hits in before it killed you. There we go. Yeah, that was way easier than it was when I first played this game. Shit. Oh, he got a job for the ATF right at the end. A game by Kujetilostevic or something. Right, there was a thing, I'm going to have a quick look, because with that Dead Trash game, there was a thing, Operation Yellow Snow, that I bought just now before on this stream, because it was a, I'm going to have to fix all the resolution on that to stream this properly. But like there's like obviously like a spin-off little expansion they did for it called Yellow Snow. How cool, he's got one of those World War II optical masks there. Right, now let's make this with borderless gaming. Just need to actually do the thing. Let's just toggle it full screen and then off full screen again. See if that fixes it. Borderless gaming. Make borderless. There we go. We'll put the sounds down to about 20 in the music again. Alright, so let's see. So I haven't played this before, so years into lockdown, the Christmas district remains a frozen disaster zone, written off by command, swarming with unidentified snow mutagenic psychos. Once our biosludge hit the winter snow, it birthed chemically twisted hostile threats nastier than anything lurking in the old sewer lines. Command sealed the perimeter and called it routine containment. Truth is, whatever mutated in here scares them more than losing another squad. Our patrol vanished somewhere in this icebox. HQ wrote them off, expendable losses. But Commander Dalton won't. He's gone in alone and he'll tear this frozen hell apart to bring his team back. Okay, so cool, this is actually like, so you're playing as a soldier or something in this one. Help if I had a gun though, wouldn't it? Oh, I can do an uppercut as well. Okay. Okay, uppercuts do more damage. Need to turn the sensitivity down slightly. Okay, ammo, but I need a gun. Oh look, there's a Glock or something. Oh, this has a proper ammo counter on this one, unlike in the other game. Right, can I open that? Yeah, there we go, okay. Let's just do a save as well in case we get into crashes. Right, a locked door. Assuming this is a Christmas-like themed thing, based on the ho-ho-hos and the other stuff, and the Christmas trees. Okay, the presents can't be opened. Does Sten actually have the little triangular front iron sight on it in the previous one, or is this a different model? I think it's a different model. I know it's just like a 2D little sprite, but you know what I mean. It's actually like a completely new angle on it. I'm just going to do something. So I've got... Okay, so they're separate ammo pools. I just wanted to check that, like, they both weren't 9mm or something, and I ran the ammo down from using each gun. Oh, he's throwing snowballs. Okay, so these are more dangerous, these ones. How long have I been streaming for anybody that's currently watching? Actually, I think I can just quickly Alt-Tab and it will tell me in MELD, won't it? I have been streaming for 2 hours and 8 minutes. Okay, cool. Yeah. Again, I like MELD a lot more than OBS because it's got a lot of quality of life features on OBS. Well, the game's called Yellow Snow, so I'm assuming people are meant to have pissed in the snow. I don't know. I wouldn't take this game too seriously, in all honesty. Oh shit. That was lucky, he missed me. And I've got another key from up here. Where did that other Santa go that was... I don't think I killed him. Oh, there he is. It's just obviously some games some people have made for fun, isn't it? Sort of, not very serious, but just weird, Alright, John? Oh, I'm nearly out of Sten ammo. That's a new type of enemy over there. Was it a gingerbread man? Yeah, oh, a gingerbread man with a gun, okay. Oh shit, I'm out of ammo. I'm gonna have to wait for him to come to the corner and try and hit him. Yeah, there we go. The ginger dead man. I don't know what you mean by that. The game is called Dead Trash, and this is the Dead Snow expansion, which I hadn't played before just now. No, so it's not that, no. Yeah, well, again, it's just a boomer shooter, isn't it? Like all of those things based on Doom and Quake and all that. Right, hopefully I find a shotgun soon, because I don't have one yet. Oh, I've still got some pistol ammo. Let's not waste it on these guys. Let's just try and... Yeah, it's a Sten gun. Oh, there's another, oh, some more, bloody, gingerbread men. Hopefully I'll find a shotgun soon, seeing as I'm finding shotgun ammo everywhere. Oh, it's a different variant of Santa enemy up there. That's the pistol, the 10 round thing, I think. Sten gun has 30 round mags. Yeah, the pistol's at least 13 rounds as well. What's that guy got in terms of weapons? Right, he's dead. Anyway. Oh, it's just one of the snowball guys, okay. You know, can I get any of these trash bags open, or are they just the decorative type ones? Right, Santa's with a hammer, I can just melee, because I can just time that. Right, there's another fucking guy throwing snowballs at me. Depends on the model of Glock, doesn't it? Or are you on about public morale, the mag limit for certain states? I don't know, but... Again, I know with Glocks it will just depend on the variation of the model. And with a lot of those you can get bigger capacity mags anyway. But just obviously they stick out more from the pistol grip. Where was the visit you went to, sorry? No, these guys, the snowball guys are different ones. I said I don't throw snowball. But I've got that shoulder pain there, which is really annoying. And like if I turn my head to the left, that's quite painful. It's a lot better than it was a couple of days ago, but I still don't know really how I fucked that up. Oh shit, a load of more gingerbread men. Alright, SMCKAB, I've been on a while, but I've also got this weird expansion thing to this strange game I'm playing now, so... Oh, a Desert Eagle. I assume that does a lot of damage per shot, but yeah, I might as well try it out on some of the enemies and then... Okay, it explodes them. And the Desert Eagle ammo is like those silver looking mags. Return to Castle Wolfenstein looked a bit better than this in all honesty. This is like just one of those boomery shooter, oh shit, I'm getting swarmed by Santas. Yeah, it did quite a bit of damage to me, all those Santas. Right, we've got a key for a door that's somewhere. No, like we said, this is obviously set in Birmingham, looking at all the rubbish everywhere. Yeah, Half-Life 1 is gold SRC, isn't it? Which is a Quake derivative as well. Well, I was in Leeds recently and it wasn't that bad. It was quite nice, actually. It said Birmingham is the place in the UK currently with a rubbish strike and all the other problems. Okay, I'll have to see when I've got a load of spare ammo how much is actually in this one, Kevin, because I'm not sure until oh, somebody's shooting at me in a distance. That's a bit of a problem because I can't see where they are. Right, who's shooting at me? Oh, there's a guy throwing snowballs from up there. Yep. It's 20 rounds, isn't it, in a 5.7? Oh, I'm a bit low on ammo, oh dear. Let's see if I can get these guys to come around the corner and then I can just punch him. Oh dear. Oh, I died. Let's try that again. Need to save a load of my ammo, it would seem, for the, so it's at least 16 rounds, is it in this? Oh no, 15 round mag in this, yeah. Well, yeah, sadly, I don't have, an American 180 in this, evidently. Oh, is that an old Xbox 360 you mean? Again, if I had a shotgun that would be good, because then I'd have another weapon with a separate ammo pool, but at the moment I've not found a shotgun anyway. Annoyingly, you can't just pick it up off the enemies that have shotguns. They don't drop them. Yeah, assuming that they've modelled the mag size realistically as well. Because with the Sten gun it's actually a 32 round mag, but most people didn't load for all the 32 rounds because it increased the likelihood the magazine would jam. Oh, that's pretty cool, Andrew. I did hear there was a thing about that, but like not that I'd properly read into, you know, so I didn't know how much there was to it, if that makes sense. Because obviously the problem is at the moment, isn't it, like they have to be prior to a certain date, isn't it, for the machine gun thing. No, the snowmen are like the weakest enemies, aren't they? So they only do 4 damage, and they're they die in 1 heavy punch. Okay, so don't waste ammo on them. I'll do a quick save again now. Oh yeah, it's like the one that I found silly was like the PM63 in like now that's sold in the US. You can't have the actual like the little bit extend on it or like the little flip out grip on it or something, because that would make it a DMR or something. And I really need to find an actual shotgun for all these shotgun shells I'm picking up. Interesting. Yeah, that Simpsons joke, imagine a world without lawyers, and our current Prime Minister in the UK is a fucking lawyer, hence why he's such a shitbag. And all his mates are lawyers. Let's not waste ammo on these guys. I might have to waste ammo on this guy because he's got a shotgun. Don't want to waste ammo on that one because that guy's right there. It's a bit hard to not use the ammo. Right, okay, let's do another quick save now. Apparently as well, with a load of the Iran stuff, the reason Starmer didn't say the Americans could use Diego Garcia or whatever it was is because, oh, I don't know how international law will think about that. Don't waste ammo on these guys, just punch them. Ah yeah, I heard. I did hear that, yeah. He's not even pretending to get on with him anymore, is he? I'll have to ask my dodgy mate, Lord Hermer, if it's alright for them to use the thing. Oh no. I mean, regime change from the skies is better than regime change on the ground if you can do it. We don't support regime change from the sky. There was another thing I heard about lawyers a while ago, but I might get in legal trouble if I repeat it, so I won't. one's got a gun, okay. Alright, 2 armed enemies. Oh, another fucking gun one. I need to be careful with my ammo. There's not all that much ammo. Yeah, I'm just saying because of me potentially in the UK and also YouTube, because I don't want to risk my channel obviously for saying something, but oh, he's got an arm off. Right, where are they fucking throwing the snowballs at me from? Yeah, and I could really do with a shotgun, because I keep finding shotgun shells. Oh dear, there's that gingerbread man down there. Alright, okay, good, he's down. Oh shit! Where did he drop his ammo? I shot. Those guys should have dropped a Sten mag. Right, I'm just bravely running away at the moment with all these guys throwing snowballs at me and everything. Okay. Something's wrong. The snow shouldn't rumble like that. Then the ground gives way, the whole street of ice snapping like a loaded pressure mine. Ah! What the hell did the sludge wake up down here? This big reindeer guy. Oh, I completed the level apparently. Now I'm back to 100 health. Well, I've not got much ammo. So save the game, we're at a new level. Oh, hello. Oh dear. This isn't very fair. I've got no ammo to really shoot the guy with. I swear there should have been a shotgun in this. No, I've just not found. Considering how there's still loads of shotgun ammo everywhere. Okay, let's save now. I've punched that one to death. Seeing as I've not got a fucking gun. Well, I've got 7 rounds for this, but I don't know if there is a console in this. Oh, there's a shotgun, look. So I finally got my shotgun. Yeah, I mean, ammo conservation is sort of a thing in this, like most games. Because it was only at the very end of, like, the first sort of version of this that you actually really had enough ammo to use on every enemy, as opposed to, you know, meleeing the melee guys and then How do you unsubscribe? You click the unsubscribe button. But I doubt you were subscribed in the first place. So yeah, fuck off then. Bye. Did we hurt your feelings talking about Keir Starmer? I could give you a hand and I'll tell you what, Rajiv can ban him for me, and then you can he can get rid of you for you, save you the effort of looking for your unsubscribe button. Well, like I said, I got it. I'm not cheating to get the shotgun, I just got it from playing the game. Right. Where am I meant to be going now then? Is that a door? It's locked. Right, where am I meant to be going? Maybe I need a key for that door over there or something. Oh, is this a bloody platforming bit? I'll try that. I'll try punching it first. Okay, I didn't do anything. No, that just wastes the ammo. That would be my guess. It's a bullshit jump section, yes. Although I can't... There's not a sprint in this, is there? So it's not like I can actually even sprint to, New Jersey accent. I can't do a New Jersey accent. No, that's not... I can't even do that jump even if I time it right. I wonder if there's a weapon that makes you move faster. Let's just look at the controls, just in case there's a sprint I'm missing out on. Keyboard. Map. Oh, there's a map function, I didn't even realise that. New Jersey's 9 miles from him. So, there isn't a sprint button, but tab is map. But it doesn't get a map up. Okay, great. I guess they didn't program that in. And crouch jumping makes you jump even less far, so it's not like those games where crouch jumping makes you go further, is it? Maybe is these like climbable things? Jersey. Again, I think it'd be something to do with that door there, but... Again, there's a key there, look. Okay. So I need to get up there somehow, because there's a key there. Okay, so that's that bit. Okay, I'm slightly higher up. That's still not high enough to get up there. Is there one of these that I can just get up? I think, Rajiv, it's just going to be a case of maybe there's like a hidden little... I don't know, it's the first like undergroundy looking place, Rajiv. I don't really know. What do you mean strafe jumping on the platform? Because, like, again, your jump physically doesn't go far enough, that's what I'm saying. You can't do that jump physically, even if I get to the very end and jump... Oh, okay, yeah, no, you're right. Right, let's physically save the game every single jump we do, shall we? No, you can't bunny hop in this. Do you have to physically look? Like, do you jump further if you're looking? Yeah, okay, so you have to fucking look as well. You can't look at the ground where you're going to jump from. Yeah, making like a shitty, making it as authentic to, yeah, if there was a console, I'd strafe... What do you mean, like, jump like that? Don't think you go any further. No, you don't go any further by strafe jumping. No, I don't think it's making a difference. Yeah, I wonder if there is a console that I can get up somehow. I was trying to crouch jump like Source, but that just makes you in this lose even more speed by crouch jumping. I think it is just literally going to be a case of having to get the very end of that bit. I don't think it makes a difference. I don't think... Like I said, I don't think... No, it doesn't make a difference. Holding W... This isn't one of those games where you get faster movement speed, as far as I can see, from... No, it doesn't. Yeah, sorry you have to deal with this and your PM's a twat, yeah. This might be the end of the stream. I might just be giving up on this out of frustration and ending the stream here. It's not tilled, it's not the normal console one. Yeah, I'm literally right on the edge. Oh no, there we go. Yeah, no, it wasn't a strafing, yeah. I was like, each time I... yeah. Right, so save again. Now we've got one more fucking jump to do. What's a trackball? What dark hole to the left when you climb the clay? 'Cause I didn't even see what you're on about. Hang on a second. I'll have a look at that when... That's where I came from. That was the start of the level. There we go. Yeah, that hole there is... You're on about that. Is just the door when I first came into this bit. Yeah. Again, that whoever made that jumping puzzle, I imagine likes cock and ball torture. I don't think a normal person would make frustrating jumping puzzles like that. Is that another jumping bit coming up? Please tell me it isn't. Oh, not one of you guys again. I don't use Reddit. Oh, Terry Davis. Terry Davis is a genius. Oh great, more jumping sections. Again, I'm just going to save scum this because why wouldn't I? Fuck it, I hate the jumping sections. I see, says Rajiv. Mr. Freeze. Right, can I jump around the corner for this one? Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, there we go. Okay, right, save, and maybe that's the end of this level now. Alright, no, we've still got more jumping sections. Oh my god. Is this like, they're like, oh, we want to destroy all goodwill we had with this game to make you, just hate the developers? Oh, is this a secret area, actually, this one? Okay. Yeah, it worth as flamin'. Yeah, rent the game out again to get through the platforming section. Exactly, Rajiv, yes. Fuck you, Rubo. What, as in a Sega Saturn? What, through modding it or what? Yeah, interesting though, yeah. I mean, I don't really know what that accomplishes, but I guess cool. The jumps are the worst enemy to deal with so far. Yeah, Ray Trace, Temple OS. Yeah, it's sort of interesting, but yeah. They keep glitching out of reality, those. It depends on the horror game. Some I like. I prefer more action horror than survival horror, in all honesty. So like with the new Resident Evil game, I was looking at some reviews for that, I'd probably only be interested in the action bit of it, in all honesty. I don't really have the patience for stealthy kind of horror anymore. Like I said, with a lot of games now, I like playing stuff that's fun, hence why that jumping section was really pissing me off. Because that's like where it's just like, I don't want to play this because it's a waste of my time, kind of, you know, thing. Yeah, stop wasting. Have you ever played Granny? No, I don't know what you're on about. There was a game they used to have on the BBC, whatever it was called Granny's Garden. I assume that's not what you're on about. Granny's Garden was like some kind of choose your own text adventure sort of thing, wasn't it? Yeah, I would agree, it's bad game design. What happens if I use a flamethrower on that guy stuck in the ice? Probably nothing. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Just a waste of ammo. Yeah, I found another secret area. Again, I haven't got jumps at the moment, I'm just saving this in case it crashes. Oh, I was probably meant to be using that door down there, aren't I? So. Don't know if he said he made games, did he, Rajiv? Yeah, which game anyway, you were SMC? Because again, I don't mind, some games are worth trying. But it's like I said, it's like with, Oh, I missed that bit. Okay, so am I coming to a boss now? Well, Slave and Slot 2. Doomwad. Okay, I'll try and remember that when I'm not on the stream. And then maybe I can stream it another day. Right, am I in some sort of boss arena here? Right, I think this is just like a room filled with loads of enemies, isn't it? As opposed to being like a boss room. Let's save. It looks like we're coming up to something else. Are we going to hell now or something? We're going to some... The walls are soaked in blood. These lunatics carved up my squad to feed whatever's waiting in that chamber. Fine, let's see what's been keeping you freaks so damn busy. Okay, they're weird. Like Santa baby things? They're fucking weird. Maybe snowman-y kind of looking things? That vomit blood at you? Very strange. Some more Deagle ammo, good. Another big ass Santa. Might as well just put a Glock mag in him first and then just use a better gun in a moment. Right. Right, wow, so where am I meant to be going? Just to the other side of the room, or what? Am I just meant to be killing all... Okay. Ho ho hell no, this is the end of your holiday carnage. Now jingle that, freaks. Oh, okay, that was it. Okay, so I just had to kill loads of the big Santas. So the hardest bit in this was the fucking jumping puzzle. Okay. Right, I'm off now then. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. There was some slightly improved mechanics in that, like, kind of DLC sequel thing, but the stupid jumping bit really pissed me off. So, yeah, I'll hopefully be on tomorrow and all that, and everything. But Queen's dead, Andrew. Now it's the king now. Anyway, I'll be off now. Yeah, have a good day, everybody. Good evening. I need to go get some lunch, actually. Dinner. Yeah, dinner. I've not had any dinner yet, and it's gone 8 PM. So, yeah, see you all. Hopefully I'll be on tomorrow. See